Akira, sup, Kiwi here, and finally I've got my classic clothes I've usually got on. I've got my my shorts here, my blue shorts, and my grey and white shirt. Basically in my videos, mostly I wear the shirt that you've seen in my videos. Mostly I've been wearing that the orange shirt and then the blue shorts. Anyway though, this is not a usual video. No, instead this is a history lesson on the famous ship that sunk on April 14th, 1912. That is it. That's it. That's what I'm talking about today. Today I'm talking about the infamous R.M.S. Titanic. Okay, so basically some overall information about the Titanic. It was the biggest ship of its time in 1912. Its construction was from 1908, I think, to 1912. It took 3 years to build. It was the second ship of the 3 ships of the Olympic series of the White Star Line. It was the Olympic, the Titanic, and then the Britannic that sunk from a German mine, I think, in 1916. Anyway, though, the Titanic was a very famous British ocean luxury liner that sank on April 14th, 1912. You might be asking, well, how the hell did it sink? Well, the reason why, how it freaking sank, eh? It freaking sank. The reason why it freaking sank is because of one aspect. Yeah. The good old saying, nature is a very, very powerful thing. And anyway though, yes, basically, Titanic had a capacity of 3,000 rooms. That means there'd be 3,000 people who could sleep in it. There was 2,200 people on board. And when it hit the iceberg, the pressure from the water inside the Titanic caused the front to go down and the back went up. But then the amount of pressure and force going into the middle of the Titanic caused it to break, and then it sunk. Nearly everyone died on the Titanic. Well, as of the 2,200 people who were on board, 1,500 of them died, 700 people were rescued, and then most of the people were first-class people. The third-class people were still down low below because they were pretty sure they were locked up. The reason why they were locked up is I don't even know why they're locked up, because I still don't get it. And to this day, I don't even know why they were locked up. But anyway though, yeah, so basically the Titanic was a very, very famous ship. It sunk at the image John Smith was being a bit stupid on going full speed in the freaking iceberg field. You heard that? Captain James Smith went full speed in the iceberg field. Iceberg freaking field, and it ignored all the warnings of an iceberg from the Californian and the... what was that other ship? The Carpathia, yeah. So basically the Californian was a ship that basically the person... it's basically when I was sailing that night, whenever I'm going on the ship that night, basically there was a messenger, and what happened, the Californian was sending a message in, but he was trying to send messages to private people on the ship. So then he said to him, I'm busy, shut up, he came with the old message, shut up, I'm busy. He said, keep out, shut up, I'm busy, go away, I'm sending these messages to people, don't come with these, other messages. And anyway, yes, basically, Titanic, that person could have actually avoided the iceberg hitting if only he literally listened to the person who was telling them the messages. Anyway though, yeah, so when the Titanic hit the iceberg, it started sinking pretty quickly. So the decks of the Titanic is, okay, so we've got the boat deck, A deck, B deck, C deck, D deck, E deck, F deck, G deck, tank top, all-up deck, and tank top deck. So the all-up deck, you might be wondering what that is. Well, basically, all ships have that deck, and it's basically the deck that basically carries all the mail and the cargo. The tank top deck is a deck where the engines are, the boilers are. So, actually, old ships had boilers in it, but now any ships, they run on electricity and I think petrol or diesel. Wait, I'm gonna search it up actually. What do new ships run on? New. Shout out to my friends who are in this video. They're doing a video call with me. New cruise ships run on. They run on electricity, diesel generators, and natural gas. Huh. Wow, cool. I learned something new. Just like you guys too. Anyway though, yeah. So the Titanic, once it sunk, basically the boiler room started filling up with water, and it basically happened is what happened. It's basically the Titanic, the spread from the iceberg caused it to have a huge hole. But something though is quite interesting. It didn't first hit, when the Titanic hit, it didn't actually first fill up with water on the side. Instead, there was actually a tiny little bit filled up from the bottom. So the basically the double bottom keel was filling up from the bottom. And what happened there is basically when it gets filled up with water, that means the weight of the ship, which is basically the tonnage of the ship, and the force from the water, the pressure of the water causes the ship to get weighed down by the amount of force and weight from that water forces down, and then the back suddenly gets forces up. There's no force pushing that down. Wouldn't gravity push that down? Because gravity's like, what goes up must go down, right? Never mind. It got pulled up, then too much pressure, broke. So basically Captain Smith, after the ship sunk, so after the ship was sinking, damn. So he actually died on the ship, I'm pretty sure, but there were many stories that maybe he like put a pistol to the head, killed himself, suicide, just went. There were stories maybe I think it was actually stories that he maybe like saved the baby when he was on the ship, or like in like a lifeboat or something. And yes, basically he went down on the ship, and that's also the old saying, when a ship sinks, the captain always has to go down with the ship. It's just something that you always do. I don't know why, it's just, yeah. But anyway, maybe that wasn't the story of another ship that sunk. It was a cruise ship. It was, I think, like 2009 or something, 2010. Or was it 2013? I'm not too sure. But that thing though, basically the captain left the ship when everyone wasn't off the ship. So basically people were still on the ship, but he left them, and he got arrested because he he wasn't really being a good captain. Anyway though, this isn't about the ship that sunk, in 2009, 10, 13, I don't even know, or 2011. This is the Titanic. So basically, yeah, the Titanic sunk, I think, 108 years ago, which is quite a long time. Quite a long time ago, sunk on April 14th, 1912 at 11:59 p.m. And yes, basically only if the spotters had binoculars, they could have actually seen the iceberg coming. This is a news story. I'm sorry if this video is like so long because it's a history lesson. So the Titanic did have binoculars. It was locked away, but there was a key. And what happened is a person had the key, but then he had to get switched to another person. He went off the ship, but then forgot to give this other person the key. So that means that person didn't have the key. But if he did have the key, he would have locked there, he would have unlocked the thing, got the binoculars. The blockhouse people would have had the binoculars to see the iceberg. The captain would have swerved, so he missed the iceberg. Although, thing is though, if time travel was possible and he did go back in time and stop Titanic from happening, it would actually ruin history, because Titanic was a very historical part in history, especially for that time, and a tragedy like that, because it was supposed to be deemed unsinkable, because it had 16 watertight compartments. But you see, with the Titanic though, anything can happen though with the Titanic, and if you basically go back in time and stop it from happening, it was a big part in history. That means that people won't be able to, that means that basically if you look up the Titanic on like YouTube or something, it'd be like no results found. And also because like if you like ever talk about the Titanic, people are like, what the hell are you talking about? The Titanic they'd be like, oh yo, what the hell are you talking about? Oh, sorry, my voice. They'd be like, oh yo, what the hell are you like, what are you talking about? The Titanic didn't sink. It made a very successful voyage to New York, for goodness sake. There was this man who literally saved the ship from like hitting the iceberg or whatever. Yeah, he's a legend now. And then you'd be like, if you did actually save it, then you'd probably be a legend, and you'd be like you'd be a bloody good bugger if you're Kiwi talk. And yeah, anyway though, yeah, that's the Titanic. And anyway, I'll be filming a lot today, because I'll be actually filming quite a lot today, and of course because this is my usual day that I film videos every Wednesday, probably like every day of the week. Yesterday I uploaded 5 videos in about 4 hours, which is a record for me. And anyway though, yeah, so comment down below how to do editing, because I have no idea how to do editing. I can't do it on iMovie because I don't have an Apple device, but comment down below in the comment section how to do editing, because I do not know. Anyway, that was a video, and and the next episode of history will be next Wednesday. Next one will be World War II and how it started, and the victories of World War II or whatever. Anyway, that was a good video. That was a video, and cheers.